Go Fest season is right around the corner, with Osaka GO Fest being the first to kick off this year's series of in-person and global events. If you're heading to Osaka for GO Fest, especially if it's your first time, here are some last-minute tips and suggestions on where to play and where to visit while you're there. So the event runs from May 29th to June 1st, and in Japan, rainy season usually starts sometime around early June. That means it's probably a good idea to bring an umbrella, a raincoat, waterproof shoes, just the usual rainy day essentials. And if you forget anything, no worries, you can pick up rain gear super easily at konbinis or general stores around the city. As I'm recording this, the forecast is actually looking pretty good. Sunny or partly sunny most days, so definitely bring sunscreen and let's hope it stays that way. But Osaka does get a bit of a day-to-night temperature drop, so I'd recommend bringing a light jacket too, especially if you're planning to do raids early in the morning or later in the evening. Raids usually start around 5 or 6 AM during Go Fest, so to make the most of your raid opportunities, use those early or late hours outside the main event hours. Last year during Sendai Go Fest, I remember it rained for days. A lot of people ended up sticking to sheltered areas to play, which honestly isn't a bad strategy. In Osaka, you'll find covered shopping streets or shotengai, like Shinsaibashi Tsuji Shotengai, one of the most famous covered shopping arcades in Osaka, which are great spots if the weather suddenly turns bad. You can still play, grab some food, maybe even sneak in a little shopping. If you're looking for indoor spots close to the park itself, Lalaport Expo City is a solid option. It's right next to Expo 70 Commemorative Park, where the park experience is held, so you could spend your morning or afternoon there depending on your park ticket schedule. Just a reminder, make sure to double check your park experience ticket for your designated time slot. If you go outside of that scheduled window, there won't be any wild spawns or gyms active for you in the park, not even Pokestops. That said, you can still head in and enjoy the in-person experiences like photo ops, trades, and the special meet and greets. Another great option, rain or shine, is playing around the major train stations like Osaka Station, Umeda, and Nanpa. These places usually have a ton of gyms and Pokestops, and you'll definitely find wild spawns too. Just be warned, weekends are already busy in these areas, and during Go Fest it gets even more packed, so sometimes mobile reception can be a little spotty depending on your provider and how many people are around. Touristy areas like Dotonbori, Shinsaibashi, and Nanpa are also filled with Pokestops and gyms. You'll find no shortage of places to play, but personally, if I'm doing a wild spawn focused day, I prefer parks over busy shopping streets. If you've never been, Osaka Castle Park is a really good pick. It's got greenery, history, and a bunch of Pokestops and gyms, and just a good overall vibe. There are other parks around the city too that are worth checking out. Just remember to stay aware of your surroundings and be respectful to others using the space. And speaking of being respectful, quick but important reminder, be extra mindful when playing in or around temples and shrines. These are religious spaces, and even if there are spawns or gyms there, it's important to be quiet, polite, and don't block walkways. Safety first, always. Alright, next up, internet connection. Without solid data, Go Fest can get really frustrating, so here are a few options. If you haven't already, you can grab an eSIM before landing in Japan, as long as your device is compatible. Or, if you prefer a pocket Wi-Fi, you can book a Wi-Fi egg ahead of time, or even pick one up at the airport when you arrive. Another easy option is to buy a tourist SIM card once you're in the city. Electronics stores like Yodobashi Camera and Big Camera usually carry them, and they've got locations right outside Umeda Station and Nanpa Station. Super convenient. They often have English-speaking staff too, so it's pretty stress-free. Now let's talk about something that's probably on everyone's Osaka GO Fest bucket list: visiting a Pokemon Center. Did you know Osaka actually has 2 Pokemon Centers? One is Pokemon Center Osaka, located in Daimaru Umeda, right near Umeda Station. The other is Pokemon Center Osaka DX in Daimaru Shinsaibashi. You can definitely hit both in a single day since they're connected by train. Just a heads up though, weekends are gonna be packed, so plan your visit accordingly. Another fun thing to look out for are the Pokemon manholes scattered around Osaka, especially in Higashi Osaka. If you've already checked off the major sightseeing spots and want something extra to do, hunting down these manholes could be a fun little side mission. Doesn't have to be during Go Fest either, you can totally do this before or after the event if you're staying a bit longer. Also, don't forget your gear. Besides your phone and power bank, having an auto catcher really helps during in-person events. If you've got the Pokemon Go++, even better. But if you lose it, which by the way I did last year during my park day, try checking with the information booth inside the park. They had a lost and found setup last year, so hopefully it'll be the same this time. Just know there's no guarantee you'll get it back, especially if you lost it somewhere in the city. If you need to buy a replacement, you can try the Pokémon centers or check out major department stores like Yamada Denki Labi 1, Big Camera, or Aeon. Places with toy or game sections often stock them. This year's Osaka GO Fest has an extra twist. Expo 2025 is also happening in the city. You can buy tickets online and there are pavilions from different countries and Japanese companies, plus a ton of exhibitions. If you're into that kind of thing, it's definitely worth checking out. Do some research beforehand and book anything you're interested in ahead of time, since some areas may require reservations. There's even a Pokémon GO event tied to the Expo, a stamp rally, where you can encounter Pokémon with special backgrounds and see some really cool Pokémon statues. The Expo itself runs until October, so if you're coming back to Osaka later this year, you've still got time. One thing I really recommend doing before the event is checking out the Campfire app. You can join local Campfire groups to see where people are playing, coordinate raids, and just get a feel for what's happening around the city. Twitter or X, whatever we're calling it now, is also super useful. Last year I found a ton of updates and local info through these platforms. People share things like rare spawns, trade posts, even maps of where the GO Fest gameplay boundaries are. Try using these hashtags to find info in both English and Japanese. Another tip I like, if you're going somewhere you've never been before, open up Google Maps and use the Street View feature. It gives you a good idea of what the area looks like, where entrances are, if there are any benches or covered spots. Stuff that's super helpful when planning your GO Fest experience. Now let's talk about some of the in-person experiences unique to Osaka GO Fest. At Expo 70 Commemorative Park, there'll be meet and greets with Manzai Pikachu, which is a traditional Japanese comedy duo act. So comedy Pikachus. You'll also get to meet the Gala starter Pokemon, which is always fun if you're into photo ops. There are other cool activities too, like collecting limited edition stickers from select partner stores, joining the Suida City stamp rally, and checking out the official Pokemon Go route set up in Suida City. There's more info on all of that on the official GO Fest Osaka page if you want to plan ahead. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments, and if you know someone going to Osaka GO Fest, feel free to share this with them too. Good luck, have fun, and let's hope for a ton of shinies and great weather. Take care, stay hydrated, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!